We're back with another update on the tragedy that occurred in Guyana, involving 116 passengers and 17 crew members, all of whom were aboard the MV Barima ferry when it capsized off the Essequibo coast. Up to the time of uploading this video, rescuers had saved approximately 67 people, including men, women, and children. 2 recovered passengers were officially confirmed dead, while approximately 60 persons remain unaccounted for and are feared deceased.
Good afternoon. Well, by now we should say this is old news. I didn't want to come up, but I said, I have to compensate something. Well, by now, when y'all see this live, either on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever, it's don't be old news. This live, don't think I'm talking about the Barima, the ship, the boat, whatever you want to call it. My daughter learned this morning I ride in that boat. I said, yes, that boat is old. I don't know exactly, but that boat is old. Then as I listen to different newscasts, and I heard Travis Trey says that the boat been around since 1939. When I check up the calculation, the boat is 86 years old. Come on, Guyana. Why you guys playing people's life? 86 years the boat gave up, especially going, and if there was, I don't know if there was a high tide, but in the beginning when I started hearing this story yesterday, they're saying the boat turned over. The boat didn't turn over. The boat sink. You know what that tells me? The boat gave up. And then there probably was an erosion. Let me listen to this. High tide in the river occurs when the ocean tides push massive amount of seawater inland. This forces the river water level to rise and can cause the river's current to slow down or even reverse direction, flowing backwards towards its source.
When the battle is too much, your presence becomes my covering. When the battle feels too heavy,
oh glory,
and my hands are tired and low, I will lift my eyes to heaven.
oh, my eyes are upon thee, Lord.
Where your mercy overflows.
Oh, Rebecca Yaraband.
You are not far from the struggle.
Whoa. I'm telling y'all, I didn't want to do this in the beginning. Then I said, I have to do it. Then I said, man, I'm just making content. And then as it progresses, I'm feeling sad. And something occurred in my mind. I remember on the 27th of June 2026, so that's just about 3 weeks ago, exactly 3 weeks ago, I was in a deliverance service, and the Holy Spirit came upon me, and the word Elohim, which is one of God's name, came out of my spirit, and it baffled me. And when I came home, I googled Elohim to see the exact, I know it was God's name, but I didn't know exactly, like Jehovah Rapha, you know, Jehovah Nisi, all these things. I want to know, and it says in Psalms 82, God is judging the nations. Even as we speak, Mexico and Peru experience earthquake.
You are near within the fight. Jehovah Nissi, stand above me
stand above us, Lord.
Like a banner in the night.
Like a banner in the night. Now, the right time, there's a right time to boat. The right time of the day is early morning before 10 a.m. It is widely considered the best time to boat. Waters are generally calmer. Winds are lighter, and there's less boat traffic and wake. Now, Guyana, what y'all want doing with leaving a boat around 11 o'clock at night? Y'all crazy? Y'all know about water spurts? And I was talking to two friends and they brought to my attention. I didn't hear anything from God, so I don't listen to what man say. But you know, man and God works together. And you know, many times, even in the ignorance, there's a message there and there's some point they're making. They said to me, Avenel, those people are sacrificed. And I just told one brother, said, for which you want to sacrifice is to work on any individual or group of people, what have you. There have to be an opening. And that was the opening. You went out to see the wrong time of the day. Diana, welcome to y'all.
Let my fear bow down before you. Let my heart remember you.
Now, it says the weather. Clear sky with stability. Mild temperatures. Always review marine forecast. Now, you people that is involved with the boat, who's riding the boat, who's what have you, to whom it may concern, that is negligence.
So he comes there, Irfan, and says nothing that we don't. There's nothing we want to hear, Irfan. Don't believe that you're gonna hang this thing around these two boys' neck. Why don't you all let the public know that the same engineer that y'all got in custody? Tell them up to Friday we want on the boat. It is not seaworthy. Why y'all didn't tell them that engineers have been going to the same jail time and again to complain about the boat?
And I want you guys to know, every person that died, hey, blood is crying against Guyana.
Just an update on the search and recovery. We are presently in Region 1, Barima, Winey. This is Iron Punt, the famous Iron Punt. Can you believe just earlier that the body was retrieved from this spot, this exact spot? This spot is 53 miles from where the MV Barima.
And God is judging the nation. If you're listening to this, Guyanese, and even the entire world, but let me speak to my people. We need to call a national prayer. Before that, it should be like 3 days, it should be 7, but I would say 3 days fasting and praying. And you guys meet at either Breakdown Church or something. I'm telling you guys, as you listen to this, just don't look at it as a content or I'm doing content. I'm talking under the power of the Holy Spirit. On the 27th, God says, I am Elohim. I am judging the nations.
Victory is not my striving. Victory belongs to you. Jehovah Nissi, Elohim.
Hear what it says? Clear style, clear skies, mild temperatures. Always review marine forecasts, such as those from the National Weather Services. Guyana, you are supposed to check the weather, check the tiding, check the condition, check the time that you guys are leaving, and nobody should be leaving in the middle of the night, in the middle of the ocean. It is dangerous out there. I am telling you guys, if you have listened to some of my previous content, under the water there's another different world. And then I heard a man talking about Iron Point. There is demons there blocking people. If you're there at the wrong time, of the day, hey, Satan will knock your heart. So yeah, just don't listen to this as a thing and whatever. You know, I'm going to come with a prophecy. Before leaving the dock, tide and current, the most efficient and safe time to travel is during slack time. The period between high and low tides or riding with the current. When you are just doing anything, you want to put people's life in your hands. Oh. Now there was 116 passengers on the boat. And the rest was crew members. I don't know how many crew members. But apparently, the captain of the boat, he survived. And most of them that are missing are children. Now, when you go in a plane, and I just came off a plane a few days ago, that plane do not take off. You have to buckle your seatbelt. So every man jack should have had on a life jacket, regardless whether there was high tide, low tide. Once you go in that boat, and I think from Demawara to Isano, wherever they're going, Barima, them kind of bad names, it's 2 days, 48 hours on that water. And good God, yeah, just guyana, the wrong time, unsafe conditions, night time, navigating the river in the dark is dangerous unless you are an experienced boater with strong local knowledge. Unlit buoys, floating, and other vessels make collision much likely. You guys should take it into hands in your life. You're faithful. I think so far 6 to 7 people were rescued. 10 died. I'm talking about from this hour. 10 died, and all members 116. So if 67 thing, so there's still about 20 something more people, and more of them are children. One woman, I think 7 of her children, I don't know if they were like, you know, they're saying that they're like, even though my junior at the summer said they are my children, I don't know the age group. Oh, all 7 gone because of negligence. Nighttime, it's the wrong time. Severe weather. Never boat when severe weather watches warn. Small craft advisory are issued. If you see lightning or hear thunder, the storm is dangerously close. Head to shore immediately. But then again, I heard one man say, there was no high tide, there was none of that. So that tells me the boat sank because the boat was too old, and the boat and somebody sent an arrow. I had an evil mission to take lives by blood crime against lives.
When the enemy surrounds me,
Why?
you surround me even more.
Even more.
When the darkness speaks in whispers,
When the darkness, it said the dark is dangerous. There's a price that, the evening time. These things are prophetic. During heavy traffic, well, I guess it's not heavy traffic, midday and weekend afternoon, after bringing crowded, choppy water, Chaco's wave from the boaters. This party is going to have to be a miracle. Okay. Here it says, if you are near a tiding river, it's very important to check local tide tables, which tell you the exact time tide rises and falls. The rapid change in water height can submerge riverbanks, affect how boaters navigate, and shift weather levels quickly. What are they doing these things? Or they just driving, huh? Whoa! They are on a mission. The right time to take a boat on the river is generally during early daylight hours, on the clear skies with light winds, under 15 knots, and during favorable tiding current cycles. The wrong time is at night, and that's when this boat left out. Midnight. Come on, black people. Come on, Guyana. Come on. You guys are just doing things you're just negligence. That's what I call that. Negligence. But because you've been doing it for years and years and years, you think it's all right and it's okay. No. I don't know if I'm talking like this because let me tell you something. I fear water with everything on the inside of me. And I go to the beach. Like I said, I just come back from St. Martin's. And I was at the beach for how long? That sun. Just watching that water, especially wave, I frighten water. That my dad used to drive up on the seawalls right about the Atlantic Ocean. And just to scare me, I had to hold on to him. I have a fear of water. So, you won't see me taking a boat at no midnight. Unless there's no way. I ain't taking that boat until I pray. And let me tell you, just last week, me and my friend talking about it. And I said, let me tell you something, girl. If I to die by any means of transportation, so it says, the wrong time is that during the night, during sudden thunderstorm in peak, commercial, recreational traffic, or when flood, drought conditions make the river's current dangerously unpredictable. Come on, Guyana. Come on, Guyana. Come on, Guyana. Come on. I ain't gonna stop. Let me tell y'all something. Blood crying against Guyana. From all them sacrifices people have been sacrificing. You hear what I said? All them sacrifices. Nothing cannot tell me now that there wasn't an arrow sent by that boat. So you are in the wrong place at the wrong time. Because in spiritual things, if somebody's trying to hit you through witchcraft, through ritual, it have to be an opening. And the opening here was negligence. The captain, who it may concern. This is who it may concern now. Key things to know. How it happens. Gravity from the moon pulls on the earth's oceans when the tide of an ocean water meets the mouth of a river, it pushes against the water, flowing out to the sea. The stand still. When the tide peaks at high tide, there is a brief moment of slack water, where the river neither flows nor out before it begins moving in other ways. Not everywhere. The river tides only happen in sections of river that are close enough to the ocean to be affected by this push. Going upstream, this tide wave can travel many miles inland, causing the water level to rise and fall far away from the coast. Guyana, we're not doing well. We're not doing well. You guys, and we don't need to just blame one person. Blame all y'all who live in there in the entirely. Like I said, I am talking like this because I have a fear of water. Like my daughter learned this morning. I said, I took that boat. I don't know how old the boat is. She said, Ma, you've been in America so long. How you took this boat? I said, I took a boat as a little girl when I went to the match factory in Demowaro. And then at the time, I said, that boat is like about 70 years old. Then I learned the boat was officially made and started to drive in 1939. No, not 39 means healing. Come on, people. Come on. So long, trust me. Trust me. That boat trying to tell people, hey, I am maybe an engine, but I'm getting old. They should have changed the engine, changed everything about the machinery. Every single thing should have been up running. All them thousands of dollars Guyana getting. I can tell y'all, giving people $100,000 making no sense. Take the money and invest in certain things like that. Why that boat is 86 years old, still going with the same machinery, 86 years old? What happened to y'all? Y'all got common sense. Blood crying. Fight for me. Now the boat sunk, and I guess the Coast Guard and them didn't go deeper. I'm pretty sure there's people under the boat. So the boat is under them, so there's nobody surviving unless God got his hand on one of them. But at least 6 or something people is rescued. We know 10 done dead and more counting. So I wish you well, Guyana. You know, we not fight with each other. Just gonna give you some spiritual tips. I believe that we all should, you know, get all y'all there. I'll punch it if it becomes the reality. And we need to call a national. Just a couple weeks ago, a pregnant woman, herself and her husband, fiance, what have you, just drowned in the waters. I tell you, water is a dangerous thing. Underneath that water is another whole different world. They're called marine spirits, marine witchcraft. So that is what I believe come against that boat. And because the boat is old, the boat gave up and the boat sank. So water probably was going in from the dock, from the, you know, and thing. So my daughter said to me, Mom, is it like the Titanic? I said, no. The Titanic actually got punctured from an iceberg. Punctured, and then water started seeping in. So people got, you know, was able to come out on shore and the water busting. This one, the water probably seeping in little bit by little. It probably had water in it even before it moved off. And then I believe the engine, and probably it became a high tide right out there. Like I said, there was no tide or what have you. Whatever happened in the middle of that ocean there, they said by Iron Point. Iron, here it says Iron Point. That means there's an iron demon down there, and he waiting for everybody. And he set the moment. But you know what? You lost the battle. I'm telling you, if you study marine witchcraft, if you study anything under the water there, hey, it's a dangerous. I don't want nothing with no water. Like I said, if God gonna take my life by any means of transportation, both must, because the fear alone I did. But God forbid that.
Raise your banner over every weary heart. Raise your banner over every family.
Every family.
Raise your banner over every battle.
Every battle.
Where fear has spoken.
You hear? The woman said, raise your banner over every battle where fear has seen. So all the people, the mothers that have lost their children by this tragic, should I say, occurrence, all I can say is my deepest sympathy goes out. But I believe to go to that other side of the world in Guyana, it takes 2 days. So they should have started early in the morning, very early, like 6 o'clock. 8 o'clock, no boats must be going, but you don't start with. So by the time you meet by Iron Point, you don't meet the point where any erosion and thing, and then you pass. And that should be every day from now on. Just take tips and use wisdom and stop putting people's lives in your hands. Is unfortunately situation occurred in my country on the 18th, 19th. The 18th is the number of bondage, 19th is faith, and today is redemption. Let me see, I'll be looking up and further, get more information and do my thing. God bless you, Guyana.